Hello friends, my name is Renuka and welcome to my channel. Today is the unboxing of Hero Arts Mammoth kit, and this is how this kit came with. And I have a subscription for this, so this is the one card where they kind of say thank you, and you can see their catalog front page here, which is the koi fish and water lilies. And this time it came with the green tissue paper, and by the way, this is also the green is the Pantone color, so everyone is using green. And let's see what's in a kit. So this kit is quite the organic one. It came in 2 envelopes, so this is the kind of each time they have some kind of a ribbon with it, which is matching with the kit, satin ribbon, but this time they have this kind of organic twine, and it's not exactly twine, but it's kind of that jute color effect to it. So I really like that, how it packed and came. And in this month's kit there are lots of products, means in $34 you don't ever get these kind of products. So let's see exactly what inside. So these 2 stamp sets, and these are the bunnies, and I'm kind of gardening theme. Here are some of the, I'll just pull it out so you can see it better. And this is the first stamp set, having basket, lots of produce, pick me, how grows your garden, and it's kind of gardening and watering apples, mushrooms thing. And then they have these small critters, and it's like all the rabbits and 1 squirrel, 1 duck, and it says happy birthday, you are someone special and friends forever. And there is kind of, for this bird they have it complimenting this egg, and there is another bird which is in a pond. So everything looks really nice all together. I will put a paper behind it so you can see it properly. And it's kind of lots of in a one kit, and they're also having the matching dies and some extra dies too. So okay, now it's okay. Now you can see the whole stamps here. And then for the dies, there are quite a bit dies with all of these, and then they have one fence die, and then one is the die with kind of you can die cut it, and it's partially die cutting your paper, and you can put your produce, this small vegetables like this radish or mushroom inside that to tuck in. And I'll show you in a while because I'm just seeing this kit with you. So yeah, now you can see that there are lots and lots of dies. And in the another pack, having kind of papers, and I think 1 favorite ink. And wow, this paper is awesome. Look at this marble paper. It's like a beautiful piece. I don't even want to cut it. Oh my god, I don't know how I'm gonna use that. And then this ink, I think this one is the handwriting the same I have with MFT. Then 1 burlap, and there are 2 green cardstock and 2 brown cardstock, and these are kind of textured and lined one. This is the line texture, and some of the vertical and horizontal score lines. And yeah, this you will get the 4 cardstocks. I'm not much concerned about the what paper I get here. Already you are getting more than the $35 here. These stamps only is having the quality of, means this kit is like $75. So let's jump to make I'm not making some projects, but let's see how you can use this. So first of all, whenever I get these kind of dies, I will cut them apart, and after that I will little bit speed up the process. So I just separate those dies. First of all, I thought that I should just cut the inside dies and place all the dies content, but then I decided to separate out each and every die, because those are the vegetables and some things that you need more, and there are some things that you don't get a die for, that like those mushrooms and the small duck in the pond. although you have all the dies for the each images. In total I think there is the 21 dies, so it is quite a nice and good deal. Now I'm just placing these images stamps on the white Bristol smooth cardstock. It's a watercolor cardstock, and I will stamp this with the ink came in, and this is a quite nice ink, bit vibrant. I think I can say it's a pretty dark one, and in the side they told that you can use this ink with the alcohol markers too. So I stamped some of the images with the Hero Arts ink and some of the My MFT hybrid ink, and just see that the difference. There is not much difference I can say, but the Hero Arts ink having kind of more crisp edges with the stamps, and kind of more darker in color, I can say that. I just want to see that how they react. Basically I didn't get any kind of problem when I color them with the water based color also. So but still just it depends. Now there is the another technique here. I want to show you that how you can die cut and stamp your images. You might be seeing this image technique before. Before that you just first die cut out the things and then you can stamp those. So for using Misty, there are kind of niches and holes there, so you just put their stamp accordingly and then you stamp those images inside. This trick also work if you didn't part your dies, and you can place them as it is, so it works that way also. But I don't have the bigger machine, I have a Cuttlebug, so most of the times I didn't use this, but in case you are interested I just want to show you. Somehow I didn't get proper results with this image, sorry, this technique, but you might be getting. So I just put a one cardstock behind that whole cardstock and then put little bit of temporary adhesive and put the stamp there, and you can get those multiple times. And these are some tricks you can get all the way. Now here I decided to, so I die cut out all the dies here which came, these two dies, one is the faints and another is the fill. And now I have lots of dies, and now you can see that how you can tuck those small vegetables or produce in that field, so you will get the kind of look that they are growing from the ground. And then there is one basket also, and in that you just make some cutouts and then you can put those vegetables. So this is the main idea of the kit when they just launch it. And but you can make another way also for using those things. Now if I just decided to like make 2 cards with this kit cause I have lots of die cuts and lots of images with me, so I just cut out those green and brown cardstock in a half. It is like 4 1/4, and I am just using brown shades. Here I use the vintage photo, then the I think one walnut stain and another one color also, and I just want a different shades of brown there. That's why I use the 3 shades, but you can use only 2 shades, and you can use your watercolors also to color them. Somehow I just like the way Distress ink put their darkness on the where you die cut, so in this way you get a very pretty good dimension to this field. And I'm just popping those small arches so that we'll get more ink there. And then I just decided to cut an half an inch sorry, the 1/4 inch strip from both the cardstock, and I will alternate those stripes to the main card base here. Here I'm using the craft cardstock. It is the A2 size craft cardstock from Coordinations. It came with the matching envelope. I will show you how decorate the envelope, and in the next procedure I will just make 2 cards today and make sure that I'll make insides too. So I'm just coring those cards. This is A2 size cards, and those front of card is going to match perfectly to the A2 size card. And then I'm just trimming off the F6 thing there, and I will just stick those lines on paper lines on the cardstock, and I will adhere the another big panel with the fun foam. Somehow I cut that procedure. Now here there are some kind of sentiments came in a kit, so I just choose one sentiment which says the how does your garden grow, and then I'm just conditioning that stamp, and afterwards I'm just planning to color all these images with the Z clean clear marker. And before that I'm just kind of seeing that how it looks. So first of all I just took that bigger carrot there, and you can see that it looks too big. So in this way you can see that how the different things matter when you create your card. If I put that carrot there, it will like look more than the more bigger than the bunny. So I decided to put those small carrots and some radish there. Although I didn't use the radish in this card, I will use that in a different card. Basically I'm just stamping multiple vegetables here, and then I'm using the two shades of each green and the orange color and just putting little bit water. Here I'm using Zig watercolor markers, and you can see that they mix and blend really nice with each other. And I'm just kind of coloring the whole thing, nothing fancy, everything is quite simple. So I just speed up the process, and I have the Zig markers with the like 60 in colors, so you will get a quite assortment of colors. And now you can see that I can do different kind of techniques with them. So I first of all put water or then the other thing. And for coloring those bunny I just decided to use took a really pale color, ash color, and it is like seeing the bunny in whole white color, but at the same time you have the little bit of shadows there. So I just want those color, and then I put little bit of skin color to the cheeks and as well as the ears of the bunny. So everything is quite simple. So after coloring all this, you can add a Winkazilla pen to add little bit of shimmer. Particularly for this time I didn't use that. I just want to make those more simple and more organic way, as the kit is quite organic. So I then just stuck those carrots in the niches of that field, and I didn't adhere the whole panel to the main cardstock. I just put the downside glue to the panel so that I will able to tuck those produce in there. And now I'm just putting little bit of foam dots or to kind of raise the background of those fields. At the same time I did the same thing for those bunnies also, and it will give a kind of different layering effect there. So, and I'm just tucking a little bit more there. You can add little bit of glue behind those, but I already have lots of glue, so I didn't. Then I'm just kind of using the knife here, the hand knife, to put those inside, and I will put those bunnies just side by side. And we already stamp our sentiment that says how's your garden is growing. I just trim out the sentiment, and then I decided to put that on the upper side because there is too much happening in the below level, but there is nothing on the upper side. So I decided to add the sentiment on the upper level. If you have the sentiment on the below, you can add some clouds there, that will also look nice. And you can have the last month kit, so they're having the beautiful clouds and with the dies, so you can use those also. And I just use the Move Lawn color to add little bit more green, and then adding the foam tape to just raise little bit, cutting off the excess here. And this completes card. So for the inside I decided to stamp those small and big carrots, and I'll add one colored carrot too, just to add little bit of more interest in a card. And I'm using a little bit of glossy accent or the Tombow Mono, whatever glue you have in your hand. Sometimes it's really difficult to come with the glossy accents and that. So now for the next card we'll do the same thing. I'm just coloring all those small vegetables and produce in green and orange and red colors. It is just I'm putting those color and various shades of green here for that cabbage. You can do Copic coloring or Spectrum Nora coloring, Spectrum Aqua or Nora coloring too for coloring these images. Now you can use the pencils too. I'm planning to do some card with the stamping all these images on craft color cardstock, and then I'm planning to make some cards by coloring the Prismacolors pencil. That is gonna give a really nice effect to that. Another thing is you can make just stamp all those vegetables and put your sentiment in the center, so that also give another kind of look. You can do that on the gray colored cardstock or in the white or the pale yellow or sky blue. That's gonna look really nice in the contrast with the green, and that will give you a one layer cardstock. That is also one idea in my mind. Another thing is you can do is whenever you're cutting those small vegetables, you kind of getting the particular negative space with those, so you can create the stencils with that, and you can use that stencil on the one layer card. So just you can create a shadow with that and then place your vegetable die cut on it. This is the another idea I have in my mind to make this card. And another thing is it came with that very burlap cloth, and I'm using that fabric a panel for adhering one panel here, but that also you can use for the different kind of things, that you can create one big bag of sack, and then you can produce just put those vegetables just on the upper side and some falling down. So that is the another idea, and it's all are kind of very natural and organic and very earthy looking cards, so you can do that. Then another thing is came with this stamp, that those small mushrooms and the small flower, those are really cute. I didn't stamp that here, but those are really cute things to make a garden with those, and put this small use those small pot, and you can put those flower stems there, and you can use that watering hassle there, and there are you can create something like very spring garden there, and then you can put very behind the fence die came in this kit, or you can again use as those dies as a stencil, and there is n number of ways. Now here I'm just using a distress ink. I die cut out one circle with the scissors and put a little bit of salty ocean there, and then I decided to choose the stamp that says pick me, and then I'm just, as you see, I just cut those baskets inside. And first of all I decided that I cut those in a layers, but then I decided that I will cut down the whole thing inside, and then I'll stuck those vegetables, because in any case those inside not gonna see, and it is the easiest way for doing that. And I'm using here this viscous knife. It's quite a handy and easy one, and then I'll put that basket little bit off center. This cabbage is a little bit smaller for this kind of basket, is a little bit smaller for that cabbage, so I decided to put that behind the cabbage, so behind the basket, so it will give the illusion of that the basket is front of that cabbage. And I'm just putting a little bit of fun sorry, the foam dots there, cutting in a thin layers, so I will get enough space to tuck those veggies inside, like the scallop onion, the green onion, and other things, and one apple also. And I'm just putting those things all around. I'm not much concerned about how I just want to fill all those gaps which is inside the what we cut, and this kind of popping out there, so it looks more filler in that way, and I really like. So I then just cut out one panel from this burlap fabric, and just put one string which is cut out from the same thing, tie a little bow there. Then here I'm using the strong adhesive for sticking out that panel, and then I'll use Tombow Mono, lots of Tombow Mono, and I'm putting that little bit aside. You can use here again fun foam or fun foam dots to raise that whole panel, but I didn't. And then I'm just putting that board little bit eccentric by using glue dots, and I have these veggies and I put those inside. And then this is the natural twine, and I think I bought that from Amazon, yeah. And then I just put one knot there, and again I will put the blue dots to place that bow in a proper place. It is the easiest way to place your bow. So this completes the second card. Just for to add more interest, I use the morning dew nude drops there, and after they dry they looks really awesome. You can see in the pictures they look like dew drops. So these are the two easy and quick projects, not a quick, but it's like nice projects to do with this kit. This time I thought that it would be nice to add something with the unboxing. So if you like these cards, you can subscribe to my channel to see more cards like this, and supply list are below the YouTube description. On my blog you can have more pictures and details. You can follow me on Facebook, Pinterest and Instagram. And until the next crafty project, have a crafty life. Bye bye.